Hi everyone, how are you? So everyone keeps asking me about the chart of Israel, not only the foundation of the country or a state per se, but especially the attack from Hamas that we all heard, that we all know that is going on, which is absolutely horrifying what is happening in the country right now. So people keep on asking about what astrology says about it or what we can see through the astrological aspect. Well, there's a lot of things, and then I just want to clarify something that, of course, we don't keep looking at charts just to look for where problems are, but we look to search for solutions. But in retrospective, if we want to just look at the chart, like you can see here right now that I'm putting on, you will see what usually astrologers look at. However, I'm a different kind of astrologer, I believe, which I rather find the spiritual background of everything. And I do work with asteroids, not only the 7 planets and the outer planets, personal planets, the luminaries, just like in traditional astrology, but I also look at the nodes of the moon, especially when in terms of when you're living such a negativity. So through the South Node, you can see some unresolved issues, some unresolved life patterns from previous generations or previous lives, if you like. But I also work with asteroids that I mentioned. So I just wanted to look at here on the chart that I read, what I work with, and you will see on the 12th house, just the beginning of dawn, just rising up the horizon, meaning when the light of day comes, when the new reality comes in, when light comes, when your mind wakes up, when your reasoning starts, which is the beginning of the day, the daylight, when the view becomes clear of what is happening, you will see that Mercury is on 12th house. And also you will see close by the asteroid Pallas. Well, the 12th house is never a good story. It's a very dense, karmatic house. And especially when you talk about mundane astrology, you will definitely see that a lot is hidden. And when you see these two planetary positions, when you see Mercury is the messenger. Mercury is what your memory or your mind is, or where your mind is. And you will definitely see it on the 12th house, meaning that there is communication failure, communication that is hidden. You can always go a step further and see that there is lies, obscurity in communication, and also there are spies, hidden people, hidden words that have been spoken on the back of somebody. So when you look back at what happened, how the attack happened, you see that Israel was really taken by surprise and they were invaded, meaning that there were a planning behind and definitely obscurity and hidden things, especially on the communication side. So it doesn't surprise me if in the future, after all is said and done and worked out, besides of the pain and suffering that everybody's living, they will come out with the truth, and probably a spy or somebody internally that has given the word to Hamas. And now, so when I call the attention to is this asteroid Pallas. Pallas is not very positive. I mean, of course you could look at it as you learn the negative side, and of course you overcome it. That's why Kabbalistic astrology exists, so you can overcome the reality even if it's negative. So you learn it, and then you step ahead of it. So you will avoid those influences by watching the way you speak, the way you communicate, the way you work, the way you do things in your daily lives. That's why Kabbalistic astrology is effective in the growing of the person, especially on the emotional side, and your intellect, and of course your spiritual side is charged with positivities. When you know the darkest time, you will know the light. So Pallas is an asteroid that will definitely bring conflict, but it will bring conflict and huge change of the mindset, of the mentality, of how things have been done. It literally takes you out of the status quo but not easily. It brings you with under pain, under suffering, under a deep stage, deep change of consciousness state. So it is a asteroid that brings definitely a breakthrough, not in a positive way, not in a good way, but of course, after learning this, you can go to the bright side. You can, of course, come out brighter, smarter, and of course, don't fall into this negativity, right? This is not the meaning, and this is not the reason why I'm doing this chart. And I take the opportunity to say as well that this is not fatalist astrology. We're not taking advantage of a horrible situation that is happening right now. It's just clarifying what is on the map at the moment of when something happened. And remember, there is also electional astrology, that you can always elect good times, good days and dates for your endeavors, business, personal, or whatever it is. So there's a lot of positivity into looking into charts towards the future. But also there's a lot of learning when you look towards the past. So you can actually see how this astrological placement and the planetary evolution, and when it's crossing the ascendant or whatever angular on your birth chart or the mundane astrology chart. So it's a good learning tool. So that's what I want to come out of this video. I wish you all the best. I am with Israel. I am with peace in the world, and I hope you are too. And we're gonna come out in the bright side of this story. After so much pain, but the darkest moment, it is also the greatest opportunity to reveal the greatest amount of light possible. So peace to everyone. Bye.